Greetings, viewers. Welcome back to Phasmophobia for another weekly challenge. This time we have Tortoise and the Hare. Without further ado, let's hop in and see what's in store for us this week. Alrighty, here we are at Bleasdale. We have no setup time, 100%. Okay, our breaker is over there. We have tier 1. Oh boy. Gotta love tier 1. Not at all. Tier 1 the whole way around. Yes. Wonder what these give. But I'm guessing that we've been given tier 1 because the how should I say it? The ghost is meant to be frail is the description. I can't quite remember this challenge. I have a feeling this time we're either a bit fast and the ghost is slow. I think we're fast. Yeah, we're definitely fast. Maybe 120. Did I see a cold breath there for a second? I'm imagining it. So yeah, the ghost is going to be slow probably. I kind of actually expect I should turn some lights on. Kind of expected, again, it's been a while since I've done this one, so I thought that they'd be like 0% sanity because we're fast and the ghost is slow. Can't quite remember. Obviously that's not the case because we have 100% sanity. Oh, I wasn't checking for cursed possessions either. We do have the voodoo doll though. Did I just hear something? Yes, I did indeed just hear something. Now I think maybe the ghost is going to be a little bit inactive in this challenge from memory. Although Jesus, you're not seeming overly inactive, you're seeming pretty active to me. Not seeing any EMF5s though. Let's throw this down and let's get some items in there. You turned the breaker off, you. Of course you did. We found the ghost quickly. We can get some items in. Alrighty, let's. He's throwing so much. Yeah, was that in a different room? No. Not seeing EMF5s. It was throwing a lot though. Where are you?
From behind.
Yeah, I thought that. It just. So, the reason why I was thinking, oh, I didn't check that, is it is throwing quite a lot. I'm not sure if frail means it's going to be low activity as well. I just thought maybe that's possible. But Spirit Box rules in 2 of the big active guys, which is Poltergeist and the Twins. They're the ones that just tend to do a lot of interactions, and this one's doing a lot of throws. So that's why I'm like, I think it's Spirit Box. Let's get some more items in. Yeah, it might not be. Let's have a look. Let's see if we got at least 25%. Probably shouldn't do this because it'll actually decrease the activity of the ghost, but oh well. So yes, it's at least 25%. I'd say it's probably 25%, but it could be 30%. They're tier 1, so it takes the whole 30 seconds for it to fill up. Right, where did it go? can be fun finding the writing book sometimes. Especially because I'm not used to looking at it from behind. Oh, up here. You put it up here. You didn't throw. Interesting. Now, the reason that that's interesting is... Okay, Ghost Orb. Because it's neither of these. So it seems like the activity is pretty high, to be quite honest. Oh, that would also be no Oni, by the way, because it's done that twice. The activity seems pretty high, so Frail Ghost does not seem to mean low activity, I'm going to say. This can, of course, be a mimic. Anymore. It's unlikely to be a mimic. Unless I just happen to pick this up at exactly the right time. Which is possible, but not necessarily likely. It should have already started to go down. So I'd say it's not freezing, so not a mimic. You haven't touched the door, have you? No. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's this. It's got to be yokai, I think. Hey, yokai. What are you up to? Maybe he's trying to kill me. I've never had a yokai try to kill me. Above 50% sanity. So if you speak to... I think it's just literally if you speak, but I'm not sure if it works in single player, to be quite frank. For a short period after speaking into the game, the yokai has its hunting threshold set to 80% instead of 50%. Otherwise it's 50%. And it's only a very brief window. I think that's why I haven't ever actually seen it triggered, because it's like for like 3 seconds or something. So it's got to both we'll check that, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be dots. Oh, hello there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Would you mind doing dots, please? Yes, there we go. Alright. Now let's see how fast this is. Can't tell if it's on. It's not on. Well, this is a yokai, so it's going to have even more problems finding me. But, oh boy, she's slow. I'll probably just hide here and it won't even come close. Maybe. Long hunts. You know, plus 30 seconds because of it was a cursed hunt. There we go. So yokai, like the main way you would test for it during a hunt. Normally, the reason I didn't go straight for hunts is because at 50% it's so hard to test some of the speed ghosts. But yokai is one you actually could do quite easily, because its detection range for voice and electronics is 2.5 meters instead of the normal ranges. There we go, yokai. So I think it's electronics 7.5 and voice is 9 meters normally. But for the yokai, it's 2.5 meters. And the flickering of electronics, if it's as long as it's not a Raiju, is at 10 meters. So if you hear it come a bit closer to you after your electronics start, like you think it's probably over a meter, that's a good indicator that it's a yokai if it doesn't come straight to you. But there is like a 1 meter gap there where it can't sense you, so you have to be a little careful. Normally what you'll hear is it just literally it'll be walking like a few meters next to you and won't detect you. And that's classic yokai. You just watch it walk past. Well, you can't. Obviously, if it sees you, it'll follow you, like it did when it came down the stairs, because I let it see me. But it's always funny through glass doors, like the glass doors in Willow. You can just watch the yokai walk past because you can see through, but you can't see through the glass window, which is always quite funny. Anyway, on to the next one. So yeah, I would recommend... Oh, I should have checked for the breaker. Anyway, breaker position on the map. Just so that I went straight to it. It's not there. I would recommend... as I was saying, and I kind of half said it, but probably getting the evidence for this one. Okay, we got it. It's up in the attic. Because many of the hunt tests that you're more used to are going to be a little more difficult to pull off. Do we have any other... Oh, we have mirror. Okay, I'm not sure which bedroom that is, but I'm sure we can find it. So yeah, a lot of the hunt tests, a lot of the speed tests are going to be, well, for most people. I mean, maybe you're really good at it. I'm terrible at the 50% speed ghost speeds, telling the difference. It doesn't feel like a lot. Oh, I think you're in here. Where was that? No EMF 5? No. Cup? Oh, it just didn't click. No, I don't think that was soon enough. I'm like, is that a mare ability? I don't think so. I don't think that was soon enough. Although I will do that in case it is a mare. So mare has an ability where it can turn a light switch off within a second after a player turns the light on. There's a cooldown on it though, so that it's so you can't just spam what you used back in the day. I lost a lot of sanity, but okay, it'll do. You used to be able to just spam the light switch. I love this increased speed, it's so good. Yeah, to try and get the ability. Why is... Okay. Oh, whoops, I got within range. No, it could be within hunting range here. Whoops. Where are you?
A close.
Doing really well in the spirit box. Possibly not freezing. Let's get some more items. Oh! I did not expect you to do a ghost event from there, I'll tell you that. That kind of gave me a bit of a fright. Again, I don't think I'm going to be able to... I think that was the ghost event. It might not have been. That is a 5, but that might have been the ghost event. Could be EMF 5. What would that make it? Yep, can't be EMF 5. Can be ghost riding. Can't be. Oh, it can be. Sorry, it can be. Could be any of... Well, I have a feeling it's more likely to be a mimic or a poltergeist. Because I'm pretty sure it dropped my sanity more than I thought. The fact this... I can't remember shutting this door. Which makes me wonder if it did a Ure ability. Oh no, I used the mirror. What am I on about? That's why my sanity was low. Yeah, mirror will do that. Don't see any orbs anywhere. Could be wrong. Oh, do you have to? Turn the radio on, even though... So all of these ghosts can hunt, by the way, right now, because I'm below 50%. You're doing some pretty unusual stuff here. Makes me... I don't see any orbs though. This makes me feel like Mimic. Hello, where are you? Why aren't you attacking me? Oh, there we go. So, from this we can tell it's almost certainly a phantom. See how near invisible the ghost is? Probably should use this instead. The ghost is incredibly hard to see. I'm not sure why it took so long to hunt, because I was below 50%. That's why I was like, there's a lot of weird behavior that was making me think Mimic, but it would have been dots. We didn't check dots for very long, so that's not really that surprising. But for the phantom during a hunt, it will... so that was ghost event, by the way, before. Dots. So during a hunt, it will flash in a certain way. The periods where the ghost is invisible, unlike a normal ghost, I forget what range a normal ghost is. It's like 0.25 to 1 second, I think. It's like a maximum of 1 second. The phantom will be invisible for between 1 second and 2 seconds. So it literally is like the maximum amount that a normal ghost can be invisible is the phantom's minimum, meaning that the blinks, the period at which they're invisible is much longer than a regular ghost. Literally, I sit there and I go 1 Mississippi, and I just keep doing that until like it doesn't reappear. Like it just is always longer than 1 second, and I'm like, okay, it's a phantom, definitely. But yeah, that's the phantom. It also does some funny stuff with like if I had a photo cam in there, tried to take a picture of it, it would disappear. It wouldn't show up in the picture. And it does some funny stuff with the ghost event. It will drain your sanity when you look at it, but the amount is so small that it's almost impossible to use. I mean, maybe if you had sanity drain set to 0, you might be able to tell it. Otherwise, it's pretty tough. You have to stare at it because it's per second, and ghost events are around. They're often around for like a second or two, right? So it's almost impossible to see the sanity drain for the phantom. On to the next one. Okay, so the other thing about the phantom is it's one of the 3 roaming ghosts, so it has an ability to roam to a player. And it actually walks to the player and then walks, and well, like any ghost, it'll return back to its favourite room most likely. There's no board. Nope. The special part is it wandering to a player, and I think it does it at random. It's not like the Banshee that has a specific person, or it may be closest or I'm not 100% sure. Again, I play mostly solo, so it's a little hard for me to test because it's always going to roam to me. It doesn't roam anywhere near as often as the Banshee. Banshee roams way more often, but the Banshee can't roam across floors. The Phantom certainly can definitely roam across floors, so it can roam to any point on the map basically. Similar to the Wraith, which will teleport and then walk back. The Wraith will teleport to you anywhere. Looks like we have random cursed possession, right? Because I didn't... Actually, did I check this? Yeah. Probably music box then. Because I checked everything else. Not a huge fan of music box. It's alright. It's good for getting the ghost photo. Good for getting a hunt. But in this case, the hunt test is less than ideal. I heard something. Was that occluded? Sometimes I have problems, particularly on this map, for some reason. Hearing the sounds and actually telling where they're coming from, whether they're occluded or not. Certainly the farmhouses have some of the most difficult floor sounds. It seems to be something to do with the floor, because I also have sometimes where I just go, oh, this is a fast ghost, and it's not. Just normal speed ghost. Same with the occlusion. Can be very disorienting in this map. Floor. Nope. At least that's what I find. I mean, I'm sure other people don't necessarily have the same problems. Could also be there's just might be confusing ambient audio. What was my curse? Oh, music box. That's right. I think anyway. But yeah, there is creaking and stuff in the background, and these just ambient sounds. I haven't really been actually looking at the thermo very much. I probably should have been. See any changes? Aha. Aha. There we go. I might have heard something then. Something thrown here. Oh, that'd be EMF 5. See how it's going way past the 5? That's important. Thank you for confirming you're not a mare. I mean, EMF 5 I don't think can be a mare anyway, but you get the idea. Alrighty, we have fingerprints. Fingies, both of them normal fingies. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you friendly? Are you French? 5. What's the bet this is a Goryo? I reckon pretty good. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. This is probably a Goryo. Just not because of any actual behavior, just because Goryos are annoying. So you see how annoying this ghost is? Oh no! It is a Myling! It is a Myling. I mean, I really don't want to walk all the way up to the top to turn it on. That's really it for the challenge, I think. Pretty simple. Like, even if you are getting killed, getting away from the ghost is really easy. You know, you can loop it around here, you can loop it around the kitchen, around the dining room. If you're up here and you get stuck here and the ghost is coming, your best bet, and because it's so slow you can do it quite easily. Actually, I am going to walk up here. Your best bet is to come up here and loop it around here, because you can like bait it around here and loop it around here and down if you get stuck in this corner with the ghost coming from that side. Of course, like this time I had the ghost always coming from this side, so I could run away and it was really easy. And on a challenge where it isn't as easy as this one, you can always just kind of hide here. Sometimes you die, but most of the time you're right. There's also, you know, like what I did in that other one when against the yokai, you can hide behind here if you turn all your electronics off. But yeah, that is... should we bother with Myling? Yeah, why not? It's going to be a long hunt, that's all. So the Myling, I don't know if this is going to be that good. But, oh well. See how you can barely hear it? Now you can't hear it at all. You can't hear the footsteps. You can hear it throwing things. And it'll kind of sound like it's accelerating quite quickly as it comes near. And the reason that we use this is because the fade-in distance is of the sound for the Myling is similar to the electronic interference distance. So if this is blinking and you can't hear any footsteps, there's a good chance it's a Myling, right? If it's on the same floor. Because I think the normal fade-in is around 20 meters, so and again the electronic interference is around 10, I think. Pretty sure. Might need to check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10. So what you can do is throw it, preferably not like that, and just stand on it. And again, if you can't hear the footsteps, this one's a little bit hard because it's so slow. You know, the footsteps are really slow. Obviously, a normal speed ghost, you'd be able to hear it much better. And you hear that it gets much louder very quickly and then disappears. And obviously that's even more extreme when the ghost is not going 50% speed. I mean, it sounded like it was still coming pretty fast even at 50% speed. But it was not. That's the Myling. It's got a couple other things, but the main thing is that sound. It's quiet. It's quiet when it's further away, so it fades in at a later time, at a closer distance away from you, basically, than other ghosts. But it ends up the same volume once it gets close, and it's the footsteps in particular, not the other noises the ghost makes, like throwing things and the ghost sound. It's specifically the footsteps that are quieter, which again made it a little bit more challenging to hear that in this challenge because the ghost is going so goddamn slow. There's very few footsteps. But yeah, that's this challenge. I mean, it's a pretty simple one. I can see why they gave us all tier 1 for this challenge, because it's really, your chance of dying is pretty low. You can still get cornered, of course. There are still places like that where you can get into a bad position and get cornered. That can always happen, even really slow ghosts. But it's relatively easy. You're probably going to get all 3 evidences without too much trouble. And even if it does start hunting, you can get away. Performing hunt tests, like I said, like actually I got 3 ghosts where I probably could have just literally triggered the thing and actually did a proper test. But from experience, I know I have problems when it's like I can't tell the twins at 50% speed. It's essentially impossible for me to tell twins. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan telling ghost speeds. Like again, things like Han2, twins, a lot of the ghosts that normally I wouldn't have any problems with, I find very difficult. Everything just seems really slow. But there are ghosts where you can do it, like the yokai, because it won't come to you. The phantom, because it blinks really slowly. And the myling, where it's really quiet when it's further away. Although the myling, again, because of the fewer footsteps overall, it is a little bit more challenging to tell because of the really slow footsteps. And that's what you're basing it on. But otherwise, I think it's a really fun challenge. Again, pretty simple. I think the tortoise one is a bit more difficult. I think that's also on a farmhouse. I think it might be Grafton, maybe? I'm trying to remember. I think so. We'll see when it comes around. I think it is considerably more difficult because the ghost is fast and you're not. So until next time, thanks for watching, and remember, dose makes the poison.